Hey guys, it's Randy with the Dale Real Group. I wanted to go ahead and put together another market update for you guys for the month of January, just so you can see how the volume inventory is changing as well as how prices are changing over the last 30 days. As you know, these are always backdated 30 days as well. The trends always come out a month later. So this is reflected from December of 2024. January 2025 dates will be out, or January 2025 trends will be out in February, so you'll get an update on those as well. So as you know, every 30 days I send one of these up to you guys so you can see what the updates are and you can see how the market's changing, so you can make a decision on what's going to make sense for you and your family, and you have all the data at your disposal. Okay, so we'll dive right into it right away. So as you can see here, this is for Stanislaus County. This represents the amount of homes that are for sale versus sold as well as pending. And as you can see here, from November to December, we actually seen a drop in the amount of homes that are active for sale. So we've had about a 19.7% drop for the homes that are actually for sale on the market. And we've seen a little drop as well from the amount of homes that are pending. And then also solds did go up. So if you look at this trend here from October to November, you can see this red line, which indicates the pendings. That actually went up a little bit, and then it dropped back down about 19.2%. So most people don't want to buy a home during Christmas time, which it was one of the slowest dates of the entire year for us compared to December of 2023. You can see there, it's always usually the slowest month of every single year. And that's why you also see inventory come off too, which is a direct correlation with the pendings, right? But the solds are up because most people that went pending in October into November shot up and they actually closed there in December. So that's why you're seeing that indicator there. So less inventory right now. We are seeing more of a surplus of homes hit the market here in January. So there is a little bit more. We're going to see that come back up, and we're also going to see the pendings come back up in the January trends when they come out, when I give you the update in February. So we are going to see that tick back up. This is pretty normal here. As you can see, it's usually pretty normal. 2024, you did see solds come up, you did see pendings skyrocket, you did see pendings drop again 3 consecutive months, and then they shot up in March. So March time is usually starting to turn in toward the spring season. It starts to get a little bit more busy. So that if you're looking to sell a house, that would be the ideal time, is to get it ready by February to go on the market beginning of March. That way you can take advantage of that catapult. Most people right now that are putting their homes on the market, they are selling. Most buyers did jump back in. I had homes that were sitting stagnant for a while that are selling right now because of the new year. We are going to see that jump up. Interest rates stayed the same in December. We did drop to 6.1% in August, and then it jumped up to 6.8. It's been at 6.8 for the last 2 months. I believe right now we are sitting about 7%. So roughly the same amount, but I think we do have a 7 at the moment right now, just to give you an indicator of what's going on with the rates. But even with the rates here, you weren't seeing any significant drop-off as they're increasing. You're not seeing a significant drop-off of pending sales. And inventory is still climbing as well, but then it does drop as we go into the holiday season. So people are starting to stomach and get used to that interest rate. It's not scaring them away as much. So if you're a seller, don't worry about that. If you're a buyer, don't worry about that. Buyers are getting some concessions. Some of the offers that I am writing, depending on how popular the house is getting some seller credits that you can utilize to pay your rent down or your rate down. And if you're a seller, people are just used to these rates now. So they may be asking you for some money depending on how hot your home is, or you're just going to be able to sell it with no credits attached at all. So it's case by case scenario. It's not one size shoe fits in this type of circumstance. Some are asking for credits, some are not. Just if you are getting some credits being asked from the buy side, know it's because that interest rate to drive down that payment to make it a little bit more affordable for them. So that's what's going on with inventory and solds. If we scroll down here, this is the actual amount of days on market. So we're sitting about 42 days on market for the average home. And if you're listed for, say, $100,000, you can expect to get 97% of your sales price, which is this indicator here. So days on market are up 40% over the entire year, from December of last year to December of this year. Highest peak was 47 days in January of 2024. That was a very slow month for a lot of people, but we are seeing it about 40 days. So we're close to a normal market. This is getting back to a traditional market. It's not where homes are flying off the shelves anymore like they were before during post-COVID and pre-COVID. This is getting closer to an average market where it's 40 days. So sellers, just bear with you or brace with the market. Understand that it is taking a little bit longer for a home to sell. If you're not getting those immediate showings, know that your agent hopefully is doing everything they can to get your home sold, and with transparency and communication, you will know so that they are doing just that. So, but don't get discouraged if you're staying on the market for 25, 30 days. It's completely normal right now. 42 days is the average. If you're pushing market value, you can expect 60. If you're pricing low, you can expect less, right? So it's just case by case in that circumstance. Now, when it comes to pricing, and the median versus the sold versus the sales price, we can see here that the peak in 2022 for prices was 485. In 2023, it was 469. In 2024, we seen a peak of 490,000. It was a record high, new record high in July of 2024. 490,000 was the average price point in all of Stanislaus County. So right now for solds, we're seeing it about 492, 494, 515. We are seeing about that 495, 496 price point. So we are still towards that peak, but we're doing pretty good. Or excuse me, no, we are seeing 463, 470, 485, 480. So we gave a little bit of give back in the holiday season down to 460, but we're still right around, if you look at the shelf here, we're right around 480. So we're doing pretty good in terms of equity right now. Not quite 490, which was the peak, but we're about $10,000 shy of that per average in Stanislaus County, which is huge. That's amazing. Most people thought that they lost equity with the rates coming up, but most of the time, if you kept your house and you stayed there and you kept making payments, you still have equity in your property over the last 12 months. So, but that's the trends there for Stanislaus County. If you have any questions, feel free to text me or call me at any time. I'll give you another update in the next 30 days. And just a reminder, just to come back on everything, if you're excuse me, if you're a seller, just know that it's taking a little bit longer for a home to sell. Brace with it. Understand this is the current market conditions. Every single seller is dealing with the same thing unless they're pricing their home significantly lower. They've done a significant amount of work to their residents. Homes are taking a little bit longer to sell, so we just got to listen to the market. We got to continue to do the marketing that we're supposed to do. We got to continue to change the photos, change the price point when it's adequate too, and we have analytics to back that data and not just do it emotionally. But homes are taking a little bit longer, and for buyers, rates are high, but there is some opportunity there for you to get some concessions to buy that rate down or help it so you don't have to come out of pocket so much for your home. Okay, so everything is looking pretty good. I have huge confidence in this new year. I think rates are going to do pretty decent. They talked about 4 rate cuts before. Now they're only talking about 2, but that could change at any time with the new administration going in there. So bear with the market. I'm going to continue to give you guys the education so you know what's going on. That way, if you're looking to sell in the next 6 months, if you're looking to sell today, if you're looking to sell in 2 years, you at least have an idea of what's going on in the market and you can gauge what's going to be the best decision for you and your family, okay? So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Other than that, I look forward to talking to you guys in the next 30 days and hope you all take care. Had a good holiday, had a good new year, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, see you later.